Welcome to the 5 for 2 podcast with me, your host Adele, where we say no to careers where you're trading 5 days of misery for 2 days of fun. A place we discuss all things career, confidence, and money moves. I want to motivate, teach, and empower ambitious women to achieve more, earn more, feel more confident, and enjoy the work they do. It's all about believing you can have everything you want in your career and then going and getting it. So if you're ready, let's get into it. Hi, how is everyone? So today's episode, we're diving into one of my favorite things. The thing I say all the time, and the thing that no matter where you are in your career is literally my favorite career tip. And that is make what you have look like what you want. And in terms of a career, it's make what you have look like what they want. And it's literally my best tip for a career change at every level. And I know a lot of you are listening and just saying, what, Adele? What does that even mean? Make what you have look like what they want. If you follow me on Instagram, you follow me on LinkedIn, you already know I talk about this all the time. But you will hear from a lot of people, if you meet 70% of the job criteria, apply for the job. And they always say that as women, we wait until we meet 100% of the job before we apply. Whereas men, they say it's 70%, but I feel like it's like 40%. They don't even care if they meet the job criteria. They're going to apply anyway. They're going to throw their hat in the ring and they're going to just see what happens. And then if they get the interview, they're just going to blag their way through it because we live in a man's world and they're more open to trying things than we are. And they're just more open and they actually just have this level of privilege and this level of cockiness that they can have whatever it is they want and they're going to go and get it. So what I'm talking about is, if you meet 70% of the criteria, apply for the job. But if you don't meet the criteria, like when I applied for my career change, when I left childcare and went into HR, I swear I met about 30% of the job description criteria. And you all know, my first interview, I got a big fat no. But 2 interviews after that, I got offered both interviews on the spot, like both jobs on the spot. And one of them turned into my favorite job, like one of my favorite jobs in my 20s. I absolutely loved it. However, I literally met, 30% of the criteria. So I don't think you need to meet 70%, but what I do think you need to do is find some damn evidence. If you don't meet 70% of the criteria, if you don't meet 60 or 50% of the job criteria, find some evidence that makes what you have currently today in this moment look like what they're looking for. And the way you do that, reading job descriptions, going online, looking at their mission and their vision. There is a reason why you want to transition into this career. There is a reason you want to apply for this promotion or this position. There is a reason, you know what that reason is, and it's because you think you'll be good at it. But why do you think you'll be good at it? It's not always because we've done it before. Sometimes it's because we see qualities in people that do that job in ourselves. We know we could do it. Like I know people that are insanely good with numbers and have never ever been an accountant, been in any kind of like financial industry, been any kind of job that involves money, but they know they'll be bloody good at it. And later in life, they've decided, you know what, I'm going to become an accountant, but they don't want to have to study first and get the job. Maybe they want to get the job and study while on the job, but it's one of those things. How do I get the job if I've never done it before? You make what you have look like what they want. Where in your life, whether that's personal, professional, can you show that you're good with numbers? Do you do bookkeeping for your family, for your parents, for your friends' businesses? That's not an official job, but you do it on the side. Are you really good with mental maths? Like, are you just really quick? Can you show that off if you got a chance to speak to someone in the industry that you're trying to get into or in the position that you want to get into? What is it about you that makes you know you'd be good? When I left childcare, I knew that I was good at speaking to people and talking about services, and people liked me, and it was quite easy for me to get people to do the things that I needed them to do. So like when I was a deputy manager and I wasn't a manager of the nursery, but I was the deputy, my manager would struggle sometimes to get the girls to go online and do the courses we needed them to do or just do the things that they needed to do. I found that I was really good at like convincing people to just do the thing and get it done and motivating them into going and doing the things that I needed them to do so that our nursery could be compliant or whatever it was. Human resources, like you have to get people's reference in and stuff like that. You're dealing with a lot of different people. And People have to sometimes go back and forth with you, like sending you documents, sending you references. If they like you, do you know what? They do it quicker. If they like you, they're willing to help you out more. Like I'll say to people, listen, I've been struggling to get your reference. Can you just call them up for me and see if you can give them a little nudge? Now, if they don't like you, they'll just be like, no, that's your job. But when people like you, they want to help you. So I realized that quality could translate in human resources. Again, I hadn't done it before, but I was looking for evidence of why I would be good in the job, because I am looking at what I currently have and trying to make it look like what they want. Companies are selfish, even when you have a little bit of experience or a lot of experience. They just want to know, can you deliver the results that they want? So in this moment, whether you've got the experience or not, what makes you think you can deliver the result they want? What makes you think you'll be good at the job you're interested in? Because a lot of people, when I speak to them, they say to me, oh, I want to get into tech, or I want to get into HR, or I want to get into marketing. And then I say to them, so if you've not done it before, what makes you think you'll be good at it? And it's dead silence. It's crickets. Because you've never really thought about it. You've never thought about what qualities do I have that are going to make me great in that job? What am I like with my friends, my family? What am I like with new people that I've not met before? What am I like at work? And how do those qualities translate into what these people look for? The other way you can make what you have look like what you want is research. And I don't mean just going online, Glassdoor, and all the usual places to do your research. I mean real research, talking to people that already do the job. Connecting with people online, LinkedIn, other places, people you know in your real life that do the job, and saying to them, what type of qualities are needed for this job? What do you do at this job? And then when they start telling you their daily duties and tasks, start thinking to yourself, could I do those? And have I done anything similar somewhere in my career? Research with real people is the best type of research. And not just one person, lots of different people, because you need different perspectives and different viewpoints. I think it was, actually, I know it is, Richard Branson. He said, if someone offers you an amazing opportunity, but you're not sure you can do it, say yes and then learn how to do it later. And I'm not suggesting that we all just go out here and just be like, yeah, I can do everything. But there is such a key message in that statement. If someone's offering you an amazing opportunity, if you're currently trying to get your dream job, that is an amazing opportunity. If you want to secure that amazing opportunity, but you're not 100% sure you can do all the things, it doesn't matter. Say yes. Say yes to yourself. Say yes to the things you already have that can help you in the job and everything else you can learn. You do not even need to meet 70% of the job criteria. When you got your first job, did you meet 70% of the criteria? I know I didn't. I'd never worked before. I'd never worked a day in my life. And I actually probably met more of the criteria than I think, because my mum had me at home doing odd jobs, cleaning, helping her with gardening, whatever it is. So I probably had some skills. But when I was 17 and I started working, I definitely didn't meet 70% of the criteria. I definitely just applied for jobs. There probably was like sales assistant experience desirable or whatever it was, and I just was like, apply, because you got to start somewhere, right? At this point in your life as an adult, in your 20s or in your 30s or in your 40s, you have acquired skills, whether that's personally or professionally. You have acquired a good amount of skills and you're more aware of them. You know if you're the person in your friendship group that motivates everyone. You know if you're the organizer. You know if you've got good admin skills. You already know. Whether you do them as part of your job or not is not the question. The question is, do you know you can do them? Okay, now make that obvious to the people that can offer you the opportunity that you're looking for, whether that's through your CV, through your interviews, through conversations when you're networking, because we all know career transitions work best when you can get a referral or a recommendation, and networking is an amazing way. But stop waiting to meet 100% of the criteria. Stop waiting to meet all of it. Make what you have today look like what you want. Make everything you stand on today, everything you do in your current job, look like what you want. Go and pull the job description of the job you're interested in and read the duties that are there. What in your personal life is similar, or what in your professional life is similar, or exactly the same, but you've never really looked into the job description to realize. You've never had a conversation with people that do the job so that you can realize, actually, I'm more like these people than I thought. So yeah, again, my best tip for a career change, make what you have look like what they want. You're not just selling who you are today, but you're selling who you can be and your future potential. That's what you're doing in any job, even when you have experience. When you're trying to get a promotion, they don't know if you'll be good as a manager. What you're selling is potential. You're selling what you could be. And I think we have to stay in that mindset when we're trying to change career. We can't get stuck on, okay, well, this is a list of everything they want. Firstly, a job description is a wish list. That's just clear. Like, I'm a recruiter. I'm telling you from experience. A job description might have 10 points. They are a wish list. I wish I could get someone with all those things. If I do, amazing. But if you meet all the criteria, you're underselling yourself. You should be going for the job above. Most people that apply for the job don't have all the things I'm looking for. There are always going to be things in a job, even when you've been in the industry as long as I have. I've been in recruitment and HR for years. I learn something new all the time. Firstly, things are changing all the time, but also, like, you just learn things because what I know now has helped me get to where I am. So I've not needed to know anything more. But when I want to go to the next level or when I'm trying to expand, there are new things I need to learn. And there's a lot of things I don't know, even though I've been in the industry for almost 15 years. Embrace the fact that you don't know everything. Embrace the fact that you don't have all the skills, but the skills you have right now are valuable and useful, and you can use them to get yourself an amazing opportunity. The dream job, the dream career is not as far away as you think it is. You're letting the job descriptions intimidate you. You're letting the people that say to you, be more realistic. F being realistic, unrealistic people and daydreamers literally own the world. Someone had to come up with all these ideas that we see in front of us, fridge, cooker. These ideas were thought in someone's head, daydreamers. Do you think the Wright brothers, if they had given up, they literally developed airplanes. If they had given up when people said to them, you are so stupid, humans will never be able to get in the sky and fly, we wouldn't be able to go on all these lovely holidays now. So when someone says to you, be realistic, I want you to tell them to F off, because daydreamers literally own the world. And one of my biggest daydreams is for you to understand that you can make everything you have right now look like what you want. What do you think you'll be good at? What in your current experience connects and translates into the role that you're interested in? If you're a people person and you're really good with people, how will that help you in the new job to give the company the results that they're looking for? I love this topic and I could talk about it forever, but I'm not going to. I just wanted to keep this one short and sweet. Like I said, make what you have look like what they want so that you can get into the industry you want, get into the role you want, get the money you want. If you want to continue this conversation, head over to my Instagram at Coach Adele T. Adele is spelled ADELLE and then a T at the end. So head over to my Instagram where we can, I'm always chopping it up. You can talk to me in my DMs, you can follow my stories. And I'm always kind of talking about this element of your career, like embracing what you already have and using that to get the money you want and the career you want. That's like my whole mission in life, is for women to be so confident in who they are in this moment that translates into the life that they want. So yeah, head over to my Instagram. Also, if you've been listening to me for a while, if you're new here, you like the podcast, rate me. Hit the star button. If you're listening on Apple, if you're listening on Spotify, wherever you're listening, if you're in the UK, if you're in the US, wherever you are in the world, rate the show. I would love 5 stars, but if it's a 4, it's a 4. But yeah, rate the show. It helps other women find this show. It helps other women, other men, whoever it is that listens to this podcast and gets help with their career. It helps them find me and it helps me share my thoughts and my views and how people can use what they have right now, like I said, to get what they want. If you're looking for a coach right now, I do have spots available for one-to-one clients. This is something that's one of my, like I said, it's my mission. It's one of my values, not constantly telling us that you need more, you need more, you need more, you need more. Because that makes us feel like we're not good enough right now for all our dreams and our desires. But instead of looking for more, and obviously growth is important, being the best version of yourself is important. But my values in my coaching are that I show you how what you already have is so much more than you think it is and can open so many more doors and get you so much more money than your brain can even dream of. So if you're interested in one-to-one coaching, head over to my website. Guys, it's been great. I'll see you again on the next episode. I hope this episode gave you exactly what you needed and motivated you to confidently take steps towards your next career move. If you enjoyed it, screenshot and share it on your socials, tag me on Instagram, and come join my community of amazing women working on leveling up their confidence and career. Thanks for listening and see you next time.